And now we're on the map pick from ENCE. And they do have a tall ask ahead of them. They need to win this one and then take it to map number 3 if they do want to win the series. And for Complexity, they haven't won a single game yet, so this is something they desperately need as well. And at least looking at new, they look really solid indeed. And for ENCE, it is a map pick. There we go. Complexity will have the choice of side, and they will be opting to start on the CD side. Rush, smoke, flash, and a nade, and over with a nade and a kit. And it looks like it's going to be a fast way towards Inno. Slow things down a little bit. They have the one Molotov in the hands of X7, maybe for the post plant. And let's see what they do with it.
Obo throws the nade on in. They start to charge through, and Obo going to try and pick them off. It will be Ariel who gets rid of him. Poison with the follow-up. Alu there with the single kill, and well, Sunny coming in with one as well. The 2v3, ENCE winning the battles, and they've got the B-bomb site. Bomb planted, Config looking to come back in, and the nade is going to head its way in towards the site. Config rattling shots off. Eventually, we'll get one, make it 2 now as well. It's only Alu left up in the brown holes, and he'll play from heaven, trying to take this down. Tap comes through from Rush. The smoke is down as well. Alu emerges from upper, and while they're both peeking him, Config's not on the bomb. Alu realizes this and is just going to drop to the site, causing a little bit of a problem. Taps Config down to 42 HP, but this is so chaotic. Alu looking to try and win it, and Config gets the headshot. He's also got a kit, so there should be plenty of time for Complexity to get the pistol, and there it is. That was a chaotic pistol, to say the least, Blair.
And Config, again, coming out on top. That was very clutch from him. It's 3v2 advantage for ENCE, and he lands a nice second headshot there on a player on the bomb side. And with the last bullet, mind you, an Alu, valiant effort from the man. But Config, he plays it patiently. The fact that they had the kid gave him the time to just walk out of the smoke and take the deal with Alu. And Complexity, very close, but they managed to win it. For ENCE, they're going to go for the force buy. They did get the bomb down, afforded a little bit of extra bonus money. And with that, 3 AK-47s. The Deagle in the hand of Ariel. He has opted to donate his AK-47 to one of his teammates. I do believe that is towards Sergey, because he's got a bit of utility to work with. The problem here for ENCE is the fact that Ariel is naked, with no Kevlar helmet, nothing to speak of. Sunny and Alu have no helmets. And it's those guns, the MP9s and the FAMAS, that's going to be a problem. All these guns, even the M4, in fact, can basically just make the aim punch quite significant. And that's something that we have to be wary about. But right now, they look like they're favoring the inner bombs that all 4 players grouped up together. They have X7 towards Ivy, just with the Deagle. Let's see where they go with this.
Well, Rush standing on top of the white tree, gets a double kill. Ariel and Sunny both falling. Sergey will do his best work to do some damage for ENCE, but it's only the 1 kill coming in from him so far. He is still alive and he's still kicking, but the flank coming through is being watched by Poison. Oh, what a shot. There's nothing you can do there, X7. It was a valiant attempt, but he tries to move through. Config will take away Sergey, and there it is. 2-0, Complexity. Another good start, and we've seen ENCE struggle when Complexity got that momentum going. So this is starting to look pretty scary if you're ENCE, especially on this T side. It can be very difficult to get involved on Train.
Indeed, and it's also something very, very interesting about Train is how it can be morally quite overwhelming at times, right? I've faced it many a times as well, and I'm sure many players, even at the highest levels of Counter-Strike, have been like, at one point nothing seems to go your way, and what do? And then, that panic sets in, you start getting a little too, over-aggressive and whatnot. So, an Obo, ooh, I think you heard the click of the Glock being switched to burst fire. Meanwhile, Zeus waiting for Config. Oh no, he misses it. Sergey, valiant effort, but the shoulder peek works in the favor of Config. I like that. The cheeky little reload from Config as well, just trying to bait out a T to drop down.
Yeah. Luckily, though, no one from ENCE will be over there again. They're going to be regrouping, heading this time in towards Blame F. Now, he's going to be looking to light them up, turn them into mincemeat with his MP9, and well, there's the first, the second, but he's overrun eventually. Doing so much damage onto the ENCE players. Now, these Glocks, P250s, and the 1 MP9 should be picked off very, very quickly. Like I say, you have no real need to hunt after them. We're waiting for them to come back in towards their crosshair. Good Molotov as well. That's going to prevent the push out on towards the site. And it's inevitable that Complexity will be getting a third round on the board.
Yeah, don't really see anything crazy. Config is going to finish things off. A little unfortunate that the 3 kills going the way of Config with the M4, but I don't think they're going to be too scuffed about it. Just losing a little bit of extra cash. Rush and Ovo still going to be sticking with the MP9. I'm expecting something a little wild from Rush and Ovo here. It is kind of the... NF Scouts play with poison, so they're not really investing or upgrading the weaponry. They're going to be going for a little bit of a... play. I say that, but Obo is going to be upgrading to the AWP, which makes more sense. You want to give yourself a little bit of extra chance. Obo with the AWP instead of poison. That's curious.
Poison. Scout is deadly in his hands. Still got it. Be playing towards Ivy. There goes Sergey, dropping the 20 HP early on. Not the greatest of starts for ENCE. You don't really want Sergey to be one of the players that's getting picked off early. We've seen the potential impact that he can deliver. In the rounds that they did win on Nuke, he was certainly a pivotal factor in a lot of them. Now ENCE start to gather up 2 players over towards the brown holes. But 3 over towards Ivy, and the bomb is currently positioned over there. There's no one from Complexity playing close towards Ivy either, so ENCE could get quite a bit of real estate in towards this Ivy position. Smoke starts to fade, and so BlameF starts to come back over towards Ivy and turns his attentions here.
If they hadn't used that smoke, I feel like Complexity could have potentially fallen for that inner fake, which looks like, which is what X7 and Sunny look like they're setting up for. Good flash, beautiful flash of BlameF. That's a bomb spotted out. Alu finds area. Oh no, it's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. Nate to follow up. Molotov as well. Alu burning alive. Survives on 6 HP. That's the round done. That's the round done.
Well, Rush is just waiting for the final nails to be hammered into the coffin. He might just be the man to do it. One player with 100 HP is Sunny, and well, he is now 26 HP, but he walks away with a kill. Rush dropped, domed inside of Pop Dog, but there's not enough time to get anything done for ENCE, so backing off and saving what they have is definitely the only real option here for them. 4-0 Complexity. What a start here on Trin. ENCE are just nowhere to be seen. It's actually very fortunate that they saved 3 players there, because going into this round they would have absolutely nothing, so at least they actually have something they can play with. But even then, it's still not looking good for them. They have barely any utility. If they lose this round, because of the lack of utility, I would say it's pretty likely, and they're really looking down the barrel of the next 2 to 3 rounds where they're just not feeling comfortable at all. So, tactical timeout coming through. I think it's desperate times for ENCE.
Desperate times, desperate measures. I'm still trying to wrap my head around what ENCE were doing that previous round, because they had 2 players towards brown halls who hadn't done anything yet. They hadn't really thrown any utility, drawn out any rotation, nothing. And then you have the 3 players towards Ivy already announcing their presence, and that's the player with the bomb. So I'm a little confused as to what ENCE were really thinking of there. Maybe they didn't have that much time either. They had to commit to that. So maybe they're hoping to walk up all the way towards Ivy, like towards the top of Ivy, and then they have the inner fake. So they have, a lesser time to make their way towards the outer bomb set and get the bomb done, perhaps. Just theory crafting here, but it was a little curious for me. Doesn't work out, though. And fortunately for them, they at least saved that AWP and a 2 AK, so that's going to allow them to go for 1 more buy. But if they don't win this one, it's going to be, might be just a few upgraded pistols coming to the next round. But they need to make something work here. They don't want Complexity. Start building up the momentum, especially on Train. Ariel has been spotted out. Poison not taking the shot, but he has conveyed information. Gonna peek out wide, and that's an easy pick for Mr. Poison.
Well, Alu, good kill. Config able to come back in, and Sergey, he's going to fall. Oh, a nice shot from Alu again. 2 picked up now in the round, and he's really giving his team a chance. ENCE have been down and out in a lot of these rounds, and they need a hero in this kind of round where they don't have utility, they don't have a lot to work with, and ENCE see Alu as that hero in this round. 55 seconds in play. BlameF on the site, X7 emerging from Ivy. He has a chance here on towards Poison. Somehow, X7 takes that kill. Poison, I don't quite know what was going on there. Like he had sort of scoped and then unscoped and walking around the corner. BlameF will take one. Alu is gone after his initial 2 kills. And now Sunny and X7. 2v2 to fight for ENCE.
That's very smart from BlameF, the way he's playing this one. They think they haven't pinned down, but he uses a nade to make his escape. Sunny, 20 seconds on the clock. If he doesn't, he might not be expecting this. BlameF is flanking around, and Sunny's going to get the bomb down. But Obo, it's all about timing. Now X7 is wary about the fact BlameF finds Sunny, but not before Obo gets taken down. And X7, it's all on him. He's got the angle. He knows exactly where BlameF is. The question is BlameF aware of his position? He is not so sure. He's going to clear the corner out, though. And he's going to win the duel as well. X7, the Galil, not good enough. And BlameF, 3K for him. That's a massive round, because that was a huge chance for ENCE. Alu picking up those 2 kills gave them a massive opportunity, and it was a 3v2. But BlameF coming up so clutch on that outer bomb site. That's going to be round number 5 for Complexity. And even though they get the bomb down for ENCE, max loss bonus as well, they can eke out a buy, but at this point, they need a few rounds, not just money.
Exactly. I think it's getting to the point now where we can say, okay, you're doing damage, you're getting bomb plants, you're getting some money in. At that point, it doesn't really care anymore. It doesn't really matter anymore, because Complexity are just literally storming into victory, round after round, 5-0, flawless from Complexity. ENCE need round wins, otherwise this T side is going to be abysmal. They're going to purchase again, they're going to have those AKs, but this has to be a round win. We said that so many times on Nuke. They won a round here and there, but they never turned it into consistent success in that second half. So ENCE certainly have been struggling on the T side in both affairs now. And they haven't really got onto 2 maps that really favor a pro T side. You know, if you're not fragging well on the T side of Nuke and Train, you're going to be in a real sticky scenario.
Indeed you are, and you don't have the crutch that is a Krieg anymore.
Nope. Or it increases the difficulty even further, so yeah, it's definitely getting scary for ENCE. The crazy thing is, you know, back last year when they had Alexi B, they were one of the best trained teams in the world.
Oh yeah, they had such a good system. It was almost like methodical chaos, or I think that was a phrase someone used, and I completely agree with it. It just worked. It just clicked. It wasn't about just, you know, very tactical executes or like super, you know, high IQ takes of sites or whatnot. It was just very solid, fundamentally sound Counter-Strike with some very, very cool, small little nuances in the way to approaching the bomb sites. And now it's just rough here. One thing going for ENCE this round is they have managed to whittle away at the utility for Complexity, right? If you look at it, 38 seconds on the clock, and Complexity have that 1 incendiary in the hands of Obo. And he's not even on the outer bomb site. So flashbang from Poison. It's a nice flash allowing BlameF to push in, and okay, Poison not able to find anything. Sunny holding the line. Config has a lot to do. He just finds 1, and he finds 2 again. And then the smoke dissipates, and BlameF strikes, and it's all on Alu once more. 13 HP, 1v3, nothing doing. Obo's gonna shut him down. 6-0 for Complexity, and oh man. Again, they get the opening kill, they find themselves in the side, and then the timing just doesn't work out. And Config, he's been on a tear so far this series.
He really has, and that's good to see because he's such an impressive player. I think during his time where he was kind of out in the wilderness, I would say, even when he's in Optic, I wouldn't really call that a team that was doing too much. It definitely felt like his skill was just going to waste, and his talent was just not really there, and definitely had a lot of negative performances. He was almost in this relentless entry role where he was just losing his life over and over again. But since the move to Complexity, he seems to be a lot more rejuvenated and definitely starting to frag like he used to. Well, Poison is going to get a double like 7 and Sunny gone. He might just get another one as here as well. It's up against pistols, but still it's impressive. That's a nice shot. And Alu rattles away with a P250. It's Obo gone. Sergey and Alu looking for a little bit of extra cash. A bomb plant will come in. Like we said, it's all about the round wins, and Alu will try to do his best.
There's one man I can believe in, it is of course Sergey as well. Like a turret on the bomb site, and well, completely jinxed him. Alu has a chance.
Oh my god, they're so low as well. Oh. If he was a little bit more clean in that first kill, he was definitely taking that Heaven player. I almost feel like he probably should have killed the Heaven player first, then snapped to the player in front of him. He had the close headshot, would have been easier. But again, we know that the player up in Heaven is low HP. He doesn't, so that's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. I always forget, we probably have a hell of a lot of new viewers, Blair, because of the whole situation. Everybody's sitting at home, scrolling through Twitch. Maybe someone's picked up a new game, and CS is now free to play. We've had a huge amount of player influx. So, yeah, what you see right now is actually not what the players see. We can't see this little outline through the wall. We can't see the X-ray. We don't know how low the players are. So that just makes everything a little bit more impressive.
I think that's one of the most frequent questions I've seen being asked for by newer viewers, right? And that's the great thing about Counter-Strike is even if you're completely new to the game, it's very easy, one of the easiest esports to really get into, to understand, because it is very, very simple at its very base level. Obviously, the skill gap is massive, and there's so many things you can learn every single day, even after you've been playing it for over a decade, right? But that's one common question that people are like, wait, they can see each other through the walls. That's it's kind of cheating. So it's not Valorant, ladies and gentlemen. This is a real game. So let's be clear here.
All opinions expressed by Blair do not necessarily correlate to Dinko's opinions. But yeah, I remember...
look, I have no hope of getting hired for Valorant because they haven't even released in Asia. So I'm like, yeah, screw it. I'm just gonna stick with CS. It's been kind to me for 20 years. I'm gonna stick around with it for a while more.
Oh,
okay,
Sunny. Here we go. First headshot in, a second kill as well. Config gone, and Rush will manage one. But look at this. Blimap caught between a rock and a hard place. He still just finds his way through. Alu finally drops him. So close to death, though, Alu. 4 HP, and Rush is looking for a 4K. He's got 3 in the round already. Now just 4 HP stands between him and his 4K.
It's mind games. Alu has no margin for error. One bullet. Just a strong gust to win in his general direction. No, the timing just might work out for him. He's managed to somehow sneak his way past. Rush just looked away for just a couple of seconds, but now Alu's going to get the bomb done. Rush hears him. Oh, no, he doesn't know where it is. Now he does. He thought it was towards Inno. And Alu, he got to miss a shot, though, and he won't. And Alu clutches it out. 4 HP, and finally something goes the way of ENCE.
What is that approach from Rush? That is the weirdest 1v1 I've ever seen played. Why is he just running in? Knows the bomb was playing at default. Maybe just has the info that Alu's low and just wanted to take a straight up fight, try and be unpredictable in his movement against the AWP, but yeah, definitely could have played that one a little bit better. Oh, good round from Rush though. 3 kills picked up in the round. Just unfortunate that he couldn't win it. But ENCE finally first on the board.
Yeah, it's like Lady Luck's finally like, you know what, guys? You know what, ENCE? I'm going to give you this one. Because he should have been dead for it. Like, Rush had the right angle. He had a perfect angle. He was just waiting for Alu to walk on past, and Alu just timing, working out wonderfully for him. His air to the next 7. They're going to give the 1-2 wombo combo, the 1-2 punch on the outer bomb site. And it's Poison. He hasn't spotted the player out. But he'll still land a shot with Aerial. What a sick shot with Poison as Blimap. He continues to push ahead. Man advantage still with ENCE though, but they're not out of the water yet.
Oh, Blimap looks to the right, but Alu is there and takes him away. Now it's only Obo. Up inside of Heaven. The 1v3 in his hands. Hasn't really been involved too much just yet. Owen Schlatter. He'll pull this off. Still the best name as well. Schlattered. 5 seconds, still up in Heaven. No one really coming his way. Eventually, they'll head their way on towards the site. Bomb in their back. Through the connector one goes. I think it's just clearing every possible angle. Eventually, surely they think about this Heaven spot. Obo is going to see Sergey's head appearing towards his crosshair. There goes the spray. He'll take that one away. Now they know he's up in Heaven. Flashes will start to rain on through. The bomb is actually inside of the connector, so it can just go straight to the B bomb site and safely get over there. So Obo, things are just getting more difficult.
He needs to make a move here. They know exactly where he is, and if he wants to, he fancies winning this round. He knows the bomb's going to be towards Inno. Now he knows where Alu is. He can just leg it towards the B bomb site. He could potentially go for this as Obo, taking a while here. He does have the one flashbang to work with here, but Alu legging it towards Inno. Oh, Obo, unfortunate timing for him. He has to go for the reload as well, and now he knows. The jig is up, not much of a chance he has remaining. Try and play this one. Spots the head, but, well, too late to react. X7 takes his head off, and that's going to be round number 2 for ENCE, finally. ENCE bouncing back a bit. And this is perfect for them. The Finnish side, they've finally broken the economy for complexity after that 7-round streak. They finally will have to make do with a few pistols here. This out of bomb site really working out for ENCE. It's starting to win the duels. And they seem to have finally found an answer for the time being.
I like this stack. This is very similar as to one they do on Inferno, or teams do on Inferno on the CT side. I'm a big fan of these sort of pistol stacks every now and then, where you just shove all the USPs up on top of each other, come in towards them, you just 5 people looking at you, eventually the damage will add up. But the flank, oh god. No. Well, here we go. Hot knife through butter. Sunny is just going to try and wreck the pyramid. There it is. 3 kills for Sunny. 1 from Ariel and X7, and the round is gone in favor of ENCE. I like the idea. Doesn't really work there.
I really want to know what Sunny said in his comms in TeamSpeak right
Probably
there.
Nothing. They are Finnish after all.
They probably communicate like telepathically.
Yeah, it's just like, they just have, that's their like secret language, is just grunts. I played a show match actually with Sergey, like at the end of the year, and I was playing on the same team as him, and on the comms he was just like, he's so emotionless. It's brilliant. And we were playing against some like amateur players like Mitchman and stuff. And I said, before the game started, I said to Sergey, Mitch actually sucks, so this should be easy. And Mitch somehow won 2 1v1s against Sergey. And Sergey just turns to me and goes, I thought you said he was shit. And that was just like, and that was it. That was the end.
Oh man, Sergey's interviews are the best, especially on the desk.
Yeah,
like,
he's
so
good.
I'm gonna be MVP. Good.
Yup, that's it.
All right. That's a good answer. Thank you very much.
Wonderful insight. Well, there he goes. It's because he puts all his energy into fragging, and while he runs forward and catches config, Rush able to pick up 1, and Sergey gone. Now a 4v4.
Oh well. Decent shows that Ariel doesn't really get up to any tricks. But the auto bomb side being quite desolate right now, apart from Poison playing it way at the back towards Ivy. And Alu with the save. Alu with the save there.
Coming in with a big shot. A lot of impact. It will now rush inside of Connector. Molotov is going to go in front of his face. Blimap just sitting back in Ivy. They're going to have to wait a few seconds due to the smokes, and Molotov's deployed, and then eventually Complexity can attempt this retake. Although ENCE are looking good to get a 4th round. I think Complexity probably realised winning this round is now a little too unrealistic with no kit, the utility as well. Just have to save over into the next round.
Thing is, for Complexity, even if they save his 3 guns, yeah, they can eke out a buy. Won't be the best. The problem is the utility, right? Because 2 of the guns will have to be dropped by BlameF and Rush onto config and Poison, and that means their utility is going to be sparse, meaning they're going to have to play a little bit more aggressively, and ENCE might be very cognizant of this fact. And for Complexity, the Juggernaut seems to have kind of stumbled a little bit here on the CD side.
Yeah, and it's weird because it came off the back of 1 round that should have been theirs, and it's just allowed ENCE to walk into this, and sometimes it does just happen like that. ENCE just need an opportunity to get them into play, and that is the case. ENCE have just given themselves a good chance of Falu winning that 1v1 against Rush earlier on. Now chipping away rounds consistently, and they've got off to a brilliant start here. X7 getting the 2 openings, catching Rush and config off. And this is looking good for a 5th on the board for ENCE, if they can just through this in a methodical approach and limit the casualties and the mistakes. And while Sunny has been spotted, Poison, oh my god, this is not a fight you want to be taking. So he's going to back away. Sunny's going to start walking forward. Looks off the right side, isolates the left, and now BlameF flash through. There's the kill. Great teamwork between BlameF and Poison, but finally Sergey strikes into action. Find himself 1, but he should have got 2. Obo will double up, and now suddenly there's a chance for Complexity because Obo is going huge. It's only Alu.
He's got a bomb in his back, though, and it's just legging it towards the inner bomb site. Complexity still unaware. They haven't heard anything, and Alu will have time to get the bomb down. The thing is, we'll have time to find himself in a better position. He's going to get caught out here. He's going to get caught out in the open. No, he's not. No, he gets finally spotted out. That's going to be Blame F. He's aware of where Alu is. The thing is, Alu has a Molotov to work with. Instead, it's going to be taking the fight. Drops on down, scope in. They might have heard him. No, they haven't. He's going to find Obo. Now he's got a Molotov to work with. This could very well go the way of Alu, because Blame F doesn't even have a kid to work with here. He has to take the fight. He has to bait out a shot, and Alu has got to peek out. Doesn't even need the Molotov. Just the op's going to do the singing. And ENCE get to round number 5. 5 in a row for the Finnish side.
So solid for ENCE out of nowhere, because it was looking so terrible for them. It was looking dire, in fact. And, well, a big turnaround indeed. Complexity. If they don't step up, now ENCE might just be the team heading into the lead soon. With the way things are going, the momentum certainly suggests so.
Bear in mind, 5 rounds on a T side. That's... For some teams, that could very well be the win condition met right there.
Exactly, right? And we always talk about the T side of Trim being so difficult. ENCE were struggling so hard at the start. They didn't look great on the T side on Nuke, but this is a turnaround. And again, I brought up the point earlier, but it's crazy how this has just come off the back of Alu winning a clutch against Rush. You know, a round that he shouldn't have won.
Hey man, there's a reason it's called God Alu, so maybe he had his Red Bulls today.
But it's just it's hilarious how they are a sponsor now. This is brilliant.
Esports, man, it's a wild adventure.
I remember actually meeting Alu for the first time, and it was in the kitchen in the Faceit Miners. We were like in the kitchen with the water was in a big refrigerator. And it was,
I remember.
He dropped every bottle and then just blamed me. I was like, brilliant. I was like 17, super awkward, first event. And it was that was a very weird scenario for me to be in.
IRL bullying right there. Alu showing who's the alpha there, Dinko.
Yeah.
At least they're older now, so that works. Yeah. Well, Ariel just peeks on out, gets the 1. Quick trade coming in, and as Rush finds Sergey as well, so... Ooh, bomb not retrieved. 20 seconds, it's done. Run's done.
It'll be Rush just sitting back in behind the spools. Alu gonna do some damage here with 9 seconds though. That is the issue. He might just have to flee the scene. He doesn't want to die after time, and luckily he dies before time. The Complexity, after a drought of round wins, they finally post another 8-5. They will win the half, only by the 1 at the moment. But looking at the economy events, it's probably likely we'll see Complexity take a few more. At least 1 more. But, oh, an investment. Okay, so this is definitely looking good for the ENCE side. They've got the great utility, all in the hands of Alu again. They built up some money, so much money on so many players that they can just toss over everything. But they've managed to pull it out of the trust fund of a few of their teammates, and now they've got a good buy on the table.
Need to do. For ENCE though, considering they've won 5 in a row, they would be looking to press further, get to those, get to that magic 7 numbers. That would pretty much be just massive for them, you know. And Sergey's already got control of pop out. That's risky. Sunny tag down. Oh, with poison, uncharacteristically misses a shot. And look at the pace being set here. Sergey's going to count, finds X7. Blame F. No, he strikes. He's still holding the line, waiting for Sunny to peek around the corner. He's going to be pushed out though in a perfect timing, perfect pincer from Sunny in X7. They've been all on rush to do from the heavy lifting. Oh, he misses a second follow-up shot. And it's all an over in a 1v3. This time, it looks unlikely, and ENCE should get to round number 6.
Well, Obo coming around the back lines. We've seen a huge triple from him a little bit earlier on. He would need to try and replicate that, but the tables turned. You know, he is the only player now versus the 3 of ENCE. He'll start to walk forward. Clutch is going to be difficult for him. He's going to spring forward. There's the first. Sergey gone. A chance for Obo, but Sunny will impale him. It's another round on the board for ENCE. An important one as well. And now the money of Complexity is into the bin. Last round of the half looking good for the Finns. They should be taking a 7th, but with Complexity against the ropes, they're just going to invest everything they possibly can. And it's going to be a good enough buy for a round win, so I wouldn't be surprised if Complexity just go off the wire and just go crazy and win this, because they do seem to be a team when the pressure is somewhat off in terms of you're not really expected to win this round. They just kind of go crazy and let some individuals show up.
Yeah, that could very well happen, but so far, ENCE have been really good at taking it out of sight. Nice flashbang. It's going to allow player pushing aggressive. It's Config. As a Blame F down to 7 HP very, very early on. 7 finds Obo. And that's the B bomb side done. And it's going to be 8-7. I did not fancy ENCE's complexity chances of going for this retake. I mean, it is the last round. They have to go for it anyway, but it's going to be an 8-7 half, if you ask me, for ENCE. For complexity, just leading by 1. But it was 7-0. 7-0 for the Juggernaut. And it just all gone wrong.
Completely crumbled. And ENCE have worked hard to get into the position. Fair enough to them. Things going their way, but Sunny and X7 picking up kills alongside Sergey. Now Blimev picked off as well. Sergey will seal it. It's going to be a 7th round on the board for ENCE at the half. Bit of back and forth affair, and we're split right down the middle. It's time for a break though. When we're back, we'll have the second half ready to go.
No pulse and all alone. Time's not kind and it won't let go. No thoughts left in my head. My mind's not mine and it won't forget. But you bring me back from my darkness black. As the soul in me and the heart I had for you. It bleeds for you, it beats again. Oh, you bring safe only, even though we burn from the light I bleed. But you bring me back, not a heart attack could take away all the love I had for you. It bleeds for you, it beats again.
Straight into the action, second half live, Complexity versus ENCE on Trim. My name's Dinko, joined by Blair, but the action is already here. Poison with a headshot, config as well, and X7 getting involved. It's a 3v4 immediately, but Sunny is swinging by, taking down BlameF. Aerial as well, taking away config's life. And now Rush will also fall victim to the USPs of the Finns. Only Obo, and he will be picked off. ENCE just pinchery and taking the round win. An important round win as well, as they seal up the score. It's 8 apiece.
I thought it wasn't that like a 3v5? Just like push in towards inner, and they even had a flank coming in, but Aerial, I guess his spider sense got tingled there. He just turns around, gets to kill on the flanker, and there you have it. Very, very, very quick round indeed. And then it's come out on top, and they've tied things up. Bear in mind, Complexity was 7-0 up at the beginning of this map, and now ENCE tying it up 8-all. That is a comeback and a half right there.
It's pretty nuts how it did happen. And I think from a neutral perspective, many would be happy to see ENCE come back. You don't want to have a one-sided best of 3 between Complexity and ENCE. Anybody who is just tuning in and doesn't exactly know what is on the line here, both of these teams are at the bottom of their group. That's not exactly what would be expected. Complexity and ENCE towards the bottom, just absolutely doing nothing. Complexity have not won a single series just yet. ENCE did beat Fnatic 2-0, which was an interesting result to say the least. Not a bad result at all. Complexity have taken losses against Vitality, Astralis, and the Heretics. But Heretics seem to be beating everybody. I think they've already taken a map off Fnatic already here today. And when we get into the action, it's going to be X7 running down. It's going to be Rush, who falls victim to the FAMAS as Sunny lines them up.
They should be winning this one without losing any players here. There we have it. Flawless round coming in for ENCE, the anti-eco. And now, Complexity. The buy will be in. Thing is, what do they have in store for us here? Because they seem to run out of ideas on the CD side. At one point, ENCE was just out-dueling and outplaying them on the outer-bomb side. And that was on the more favored CD side of Train. The T side, like you mentioned, Denko, it is not easy at all, especially with the fact that the Krieg is no longer a factor anymore on the T sides. So they have to rely a lot on what they have here. Fast space being set. I think Alu's aware. Aerial finds Obo. Alu's very much aware where BlameF is. A nice little cut to the wrist, and it's going to come down to Rush. He finds one. Looking for more spots ahead of Alu. Alu's going to do the smart thing. Falls on down. Spots the second player. Waits patiently. But Config is aware of him. And Alu times it to perfection. Looking for more. But Poison replies back alongside Rush. Leaving it all in a 1v1 as Sergey from behind finds Rush. He knows where the final player is as well. And Poison not able to get the clutch as Sergey 1v2, 8 HP. And he pulls it off.
Double figures reached by ENCE. Complexity with not much cash in the bank here. Blah, this is starting to look a little rough. So crazy to think it's got to this point where Complexity were off to such a great start in their CT side. It was looking like they were just going to have another day at the office, take round win after round win and walk away with a one-sided half. But then suddenly, ENCE decided to play. Now it's been non-stop ENCE domination for these last couple of rounds, and Config is going to get off to a good start at least. The nade stack paying off. Aerial falling victim to it.
Sunny blind himself. Well, he does recover in time. Finding Poison. Got backup as well, in case it is required. But yeah, it feels like ENCE just had enough. I think just had enough. They're like, all right, yeah, this has gone far enough. 7-0, fine. It's our map pick. Let's take it to map number 3. And I'm just excited to see Mirage, man. I think it's going to be pretty wild the way both these teams are playing right now. As Sunny and X7 teaming up together. They've caught the bomb. Just Obo and Config remaining. Config always lonesome with Deagle. Not much of a chance. And I like what ENCE are doing. They're not really giving much of an opportunity for Complexity to come back into this round. Alu, scoping for such a long time. Paranoid someone might be coming in from behind. He's curious because his teammates are there, but it instantly fast scopes into Obo, and that's going to be it for him. Config retrieves the bomb, but it's not much he can do here in this 1v4.
Ugh.
Okay.
Oh, this is going worse for Config. All the utility just coming in, bombarding his position, and eventually the bullets will ring through. It's Sunny who takes him away. ENCE now 11 on the board. Finally, Complexity will get a purchase. The AWP in the hands of Poison, who was showing up on Nuke. Really, really impressive stuff on Nuke. Eastside Train, you can still get involved with that AWP, and there is still potential here for Complexity to reignite their flame. Although ENCE have definitely been in dominating form for these last few. Alu is up there, 18-9, winning some big clutches for them in that first half, really showing up. Sunny, he's doing well, 18 kills on the board as well, alongside X7, so it's not even the likes of Sergey showing up, which is kind of crazy, so good to see ENCE back to a little bit of positive momentum for them, positive form.
Indeed, Alu and Sunny taking brunt of the lifting at X7. There's BlameF though, catches Sergey. But not before a lot of damage has been dealt. Of the remaining players' Complexity, BlameF down to 47, Poison and 39. Config, comparatively pretty healthy, but yeah. Over 100 points of damage being dealt out to Complexity, but they do have the man advantage for the time being. In a sense, they're committing a lot in this inner bomb side. They really expect Complexity to head in towards the B bomb side. They have 3 players stacked and ready. And it's all an X7 towards the outer bomb side. It's playing towards all 1.6. Now slowly rotating over towards the IV area, where Rush is slowly starting to clear out the angles. Gather some information. The time elapses. We have the 2 players of ENCE slowly floating out towards outer. In Complexity, 40 seconds, they still seem a little hesitant as to which side you want to head towards. Look at Rush just pushing out like a madman. Finds X7, but X7 will win the duel, and now is a call for them to head towards the inner bomb side. There's no one there. If they push in right now, they're going to find themselves an empty bomb site, and that looks like it's what's going to happen.
Oh, Sunny, he's been tagged, he's been spotted, and now he swings to try and take at least 1 kill, but it's Poison that gets rid of him, but Aerial doubling up, taking 3. Poison falls by the wayside, and it's all on Config. Trying to scrap together what he can with 10 seconds on the clock. It's not looking good for the Dane. He will manage one, picks up the bomb, but from above he will die, and it's Alu that confirms a 12th round for ENCE. Oh, man, Aerial, what a hero play. Just moving through, getting those 3 kills, huge step up.
I love how fast ENCE reacted to that. The moment they knew it was in a bomb site, didn't waste any time, just push in. The flashbang, in fact, didn't do much damage, but all the CDs just pouring out instant refrags, instant trades. And with that, and again, you can't take it away from Aerial. Just beautiful, clean shots coming in from the man. Finds 3, and Complexity, well, the Juggernaut has definitely been stopped. They were kind of stumbling earlier, but now they kind of flattened their faces, if you ask me. ENCE 0-7 to 12-8 as Aerial and Alu team up together to burn Config alive. Sunny just firing around the corner. It just finds one, but that's okay. X7 is there with the quick trades and BlameF left alone. An unenviable spot. 1v4 instead of 1v3. Still got to find the bomb, which is all the way over towards Ivy.
And it's currently being watched by multiple players, so BlameF is all the way back in towards the brown holes. Alu will heal every single footstep. BlameF charging down the ladder, nearly actually wins that battle against Alu. The Deagle will confirm. This is just not fair now. Complexity have just completely fallen off the face of the earth here on Train. And this is good. We're actually starting to see ENCE's system working again. And we know it's a possibility. When it all clicks together, we know this team are full of potential and full of skill. And can obviously be a world-class team. It's just been a little bit of a downturn for them. Patch of bad form that's lasted months, but and certainly still have the pieces to make a successful world-class team. And also, they obviously have added Yampi as a 6th man. He was obviously the AWPer that was in discussion to be the 5th for OG. And they went with Mantu in the end due to, you know, the controversy surrounding that player. But ENCE have decided to take the risk on him and pick him up as a 6th man. And he is a very, very exciting player to take a look at.
Indeed, I completely forgot about that. That Yampi is going to be Yampi is going to be playing for the guys over at ENCE. Apart from this tournament, this obviously being the road to Rio, obviously the road leading to the major, and due to the back rules, he won't be able to participate. But that's why they're going to need him at least for the time being. They're looking really solid indeed on their map pick. They've virtually strung 13 rounds in a row, apart from the 1 round Complexity got in between, Dinko. That's just so impressive.
Yeah. And as soon as they got that one round, like you said, it was the only one round in between because they just answered back immediately with a convincing round win. So any potential comeback from Complexity has just been smothered. And it's very hard to the proper mindset for Complexity to realize you got to come back from this. And they probably have eyes set on the third map at this point now. There's another facet I'm interested in talking about, because obviously this team is pretty young. I think Obo probably is going to be the player that's struggling from this the most. They've been in Europe for months. They've been in Europe since the minor close qualifier spot that they got given due to the Mad Lions dropout. So Obo's been playing with Rush away from his family for months during this whole lockdown stuff. So that must be mentally draining for a young guy. So it doesn't seem to be massively affecting his performance, but certainly a factor that should be playing into it.
Indeed, it is. Sometimes we tend to forget how young some of these players are, right? And like you mentioned, staying away from your family and home for so long could definitely take a toll on your Rush. Whew. Alo just decapitates him, and the interplay is on, but Sergey, the young star, just holding onto the site. He delays him for quite a bit. Finally gets taken down, but has done his job. And Alo, he's missing nothing now. He's missing absolutely nothing. 2v4, bomb down. Blamef down to 12 points of health. Not looking good at all. Poison with the op. He's got everything to do. And Alo's having none of it. All on Blamef. 1v4 trapped on the site. And they're slowly surrounding him like sharks in the water. They smell the blood. They get the kill. They win the round. 14-8. ENCE now 2 away from taking it to Mirage.
It's just a matter of time before Complexity take it over. ENCE take it over the edge. It really does feel like it's an inevitability at this point. ENCE just biding the time will eventually take it over the line. Alu has been impressive, and that is good to see. 23-9, 7 away from the 30 bomb. That's the type of performance you want to see from him.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to have a chance for him to get a 30 the way this is going.
Yeah, exactly. It's been so quick. There's only 2 more rounds to get it in.
And, well, 7 rounds in a row for ENCE. And have made it look so easy. In all the 7 rounds, mind you, in Complexity we're able to get the bomb down only once, and one by one they're just like falling into Alu, but Alu just finds one. But Sergey's okay, Ariel helping him out. For a moment I thought it was Sergey just snapping around getting the kill. It's all in Blamef. Nice shot in Sunny, but it's far away from where the bomb is, and he's got 3 more to find.
Well, it does leave Blamef in a very difficult situation, but it's certainly winnable for him. He'll head up on top of the ladder, and Sergey's winning for him. 15-8. ENCE are 1 away from victory, 1 away from an impressive clinical performance here on Train. It's just been unbelievable. After the first downturn, I'm like, okay, Complexity are just going to turn up, take away Train, it's a quick 2-0, we're out of here. But no, Complexity show up in the first few rounds, but ENCE consistent across the rest. And a great showing from them. Well, they just have 1 more to take it over the line.
Yeah, and it looks like you said, it looks like it's going to be inevitable. Complexity, despite probably one of the worst ones I've had so far on the T side. And I've had some pretty terrible ones, mind you. 3 Galils, the Scout and the Tech 9. And probably Prayer on the Lips. Smoke is going to be deployed towards the bomb train, towards Z. Obo's going to actually open things up. He finds Ariel. But nice counter Molotov being tossed in by the CD, just delaying them further. And ooh, X7 there to help his teammate out. Alu missing the shot, but survives. X7 finds another one. Alu just trying to spot something out. And they're going to come jumping in. Alu misses the shot, switches over to the Deagle, and is going to win the duel. And all of a sudden, this looks very doable for Complexity. How they pull this one off? It's all in Alu now. 1v2. Poison gets a tag. And Alu, 7 HP, bomb down. This is almost impossible.
Well, Alu, take it away. Poison does leave Blamef on his lonesome now. There goes the tap from Alu, who's won so many clutches, so quick to winning this one as well. But Blamef, he will find himself the kill and keep Complexity alive for the meantime. I thought Alu had done it again. He's beaten so many of these clutches, it's really difficult to doubt him at this point. But Blamef, saving the team, keeping them alive, at least for the meantime. They are currently on life support. They are beeping along at the minute, Blair. It's not over just yet.
It's not over yet. if you are a very, very optimistic person. But I can hear the bell tolling for Complexity. It's tolling for Mirage. Just need one more round to end, and of course, Money looking very solid. Buy solid as well. And that was a miracle round. They had a 3 Galils, a Tech 9, and the Scout, and somehow just works in their favor. Again, coming down to a 1v1, mind you, which Alu could potentially have won. They were so close hitting the shot. And now when you have this lead, when you have managed to string together virtually 15 rounds back-to-back, you start building confidence. And look at the aggression from the CDs. They've already pushed in towards teammate. They have the information they need, and that's going to allow the rotation to take place towards inner if needs be. The 2 players ready and waiting. It's going to be, again, Alu at the back of the site with the AWP trained onto the entry points for the T's. And Sergey just holding close, ready to deliver the hug of death.
Going through, it's going to be a lot of damage deployed. Config, though, will immediately dispatch. Oh my god, a second as well from Config. Taking down Alu. This is good. Now Complexity completely cleaning up the B bomb site. Take one look at the economy for ENCE and you can understand why the CF call is coming through. Complexity reached double figures. And Blair, are you starting to believe?
No.
I thought you were a positive person.
Well, sometimes,
But also a realistic
no.
person, I guess.
Yeah, I'm one of those boring guys. I've worked too many desks to be a believer. I'm one of the guys who's gonna be. I'm kind of a Chad that ways, kind of a sponge, you know, just boring, simple guy. I'm just gonna call it as it is. I'm not gonna give some crazy predictions. Like, oh no, they're gonna win like, 5 more in a row and take it to overtime, especially when they have shown nothing so far. Sure, they won that miracle round, and then this one, again, Config opening it up, right? But ENCE have looked so solid so far. I don't doubt the fact they're going to close this one out.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to see a world in which ENCE don't just roll into one with the way they've been playing. It's certainly at least a few more rounds on the board for Complexity, something to make them feel better about themselves going into the final map, but really shouldn't be expecting too much more than that, because ENCE have really looked good on train. The spy is not looking great, though, I will say. They've got a couple of pistols in play, M4 A1S for Aerial, M4 AUG. They've got enough rifles to make it a feasible round win, but it's certainly not looking excellent. Aerial, he's going to be sitting close by. He's going to catch the trade on the Blame F. Might just find himself a second, but that's going to be X7's job. Rush. Oh my god, rushing straight through. He will fall. X7 gets another. And now we've got Poison and Config trying to do their best. It's a 2v2. And while Config has found a headshot, damage has been dealt to Aerial, dropping him to 1 HP as Config climbs on top of the ladders. Bullet whiz past his head, so he makes the informed decision to just drop off.
Oh, I don't even know how Aerial's still alive.
Well, that's a little bit of a fumble nearly there from Config. Luckily, he gets behind the train on time before the peak and Sergey came through. I really don't know how Aerial is alive. He's 1 HP up against Config, who has got it. So this is a battle of the one bullet at this point. Which way is it going to go? Config throws the flash deep in towards Ivy. It's just going to be running forward. You can always trust in Config to be a confident player in his approach. Just going to walk forward. Aerial stuck into towards Ivy, but the timing! Aerial just survives. He was kept alive by something greater, Blair, in that round. That was just unbelievable.